Good evening. This is another edition of Style Speaks. Actually, good afternoon. It's kind of early. It's maybe even morning. Is it still morning? Okay, well, anyway, I'll give you it's a Saturday morning, even though I didn't party last night, but I'm sure a lot of y'all did, so it's not going to really matter. This is Ronald Bird with another edition of Style Speaks. This is my spring edition, and I'm really excited to have a very special guest with me today. We're in Columbia Heights here at Panera Bread, and I have this lovely lady, Miss Ashley Scarboro.
Yes, hi.
How you doing? All right, good to see you. Although we were kind of playing back and forth. We were across the street. We came over here. We were going to use the mic. We're not going to use the mic. But this is how it came out, and y'all go ahead and sit back and relax and enjoy this. I think it's going to be fun. So, Ashley, tell everybody where you're from.
I am from right here in Washington, D.C.
All righty then.
From Northwest, and, Columbia Heights isn't that far.
No.
I'm right in the
Well, yeah, this is kind of Midtown Northwest, not because I'm from uptown.
What's uptown to you?
Near Tacoma.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah. Near Zales, near Tacoma,
Yes,
almost
that's where
over
I'm
that borderline.
from.
Yeah. This is how we do it. So you're from East. So how long have you been? Have you lived anyplace else?
Of course, I've been moving so much within the past 6 years. I started out in 2007. I graduated from high school. And then I went to Virginia State. Yeah. I went to Virginia State, who's Trojan, in Petersburg, Virginia, 4 years, graduated 2011. And then I took a year off, worked here, and then I moved to Philly for grad school in 2012. Graduated last May. Tomorrow is a year.
All right.
Publishing, magazine editing. So I'm back now.
Okay, well, good. All right, she's dramatic too.
I am.
On top of all that. So that's good. We need a little something extra other than me going on over here. So, well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, I mean, is this home for you? I mean, do you plan on transitioning to another part of the country or
Well,
I mean, kind of
it'll always be my home.
Right.
And really, I don't want to stay here.
Okay.
I've worked so many different places that, I feel like I want to broaden my horizons. Like, I found this as a safe place, but I worked in New York a lot, so I could see myself moving there. And but I still would definitely come and branch off here because Modern Stitches, since it's a digital platform, I can be anywhere. I can be in Honolulu and still give you what you need as far as my publication.
Okay, well, since you brought up Modern Stitches, you just opened up that that little pathway for me to go on. So tell everybody what is Modern Stitches.
Of course, Modern Stitches is my child, not physically, but it's my publication. I started it out of grad school. It is a magazine that focuses on modern vintage fashion in collaboration with streetwear as well.
Okay.
So I pretty much want to really give our readers and my audience the idea that vintage fashion isn't necessarily your grandmother's clothing or an antique store. It has everything to do with your idea of revitalizing fashion using ideas from the past.
Okay.
So, whatever your favorite era. Yeah, reinventing it all. And the thing is, it's all about individualism. And when Modern Stitches posts anything, we want to identify ourselves as these reinvented, and I hate to keep using the word, but it really is what it is. And it's just like, this is thrifted. Both of these items are thrifted from the Manhattan Vintage Show in New York. And I want people to understand that these items, they may have been crafted in the 1920s, 1950s, but I'm able to wear them on a day-to-day basis, and it matches the style of today's era as well.
Wonderful. That's a cool concept.
Love it.
Well, how did that come about? What made you get into that?
Well, people ask me that all the time. When I was at
I'm going to ask you that.
Listen, I
maybe somebody out there
don't keep asking me the same thing. I'm playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I swear I'm just kidding.
Okay, this is
when I was at Virginia State, for those of us that went to HBCUs besides Howard, a lot of them are in rural
graduation
areas.
is today, right down the street.
It is down the street. Thank you for no traffic.
Hey, Howard.
Thank you.
Howard.
But in different HBCUs, historically black colleges, they really have been placed in these areas where there's absolutely nothing. There's no fashion, and a lot of us students, we migrate to these schools from these larger cities where fashion is available to us 24/7. However, the problem is, like, well, what do we do? We're not going to go all the way home. So I've gotten into the idea of thrift shopping.
Okay.
Goodwill. And I was just like, my mom's like, you went to Goodwill to buy your clothes?
Right.
Whatever. So I was buying like all of these things, like Louis Vuitton purses. I'm like, this is amazing.
Right.
Ever since then, I knew it. It's time to make my own vacation.
Well, that is so cool. I mean, I have a history. You know, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she used to, you know, take us to thrift stores. My brother and I'm a twin. Did you know that?
I do know. I was on your Facebook page.
Okay. And back in the day when it wasn't so cool to do vintage shopping, when you was poor, you had to go to the thrift store to get that big old heavy coat that your mama may necessarily couldn't afford. But I had this I used to construct. I kind of wanted to be, not really wanted to be a designer, but I had the fashion sense to like incorporate things and put things together, and I wore those things to school.
Right.
And people were like, where do you get that from, Bird? Where do you get that from, Bird? So I know of that era, and when vintage shopping actually was, you know, just people, artistic people who wanted to be creative, and people who really just couldn't afford regular clothes would go. Now, you know, you go to a vintage store or a thrift shop, you know, it's like walking into Macy's. People are just shopping and pulling all the good stuff and everything. So I try not to even tell people where I go to find my stuff, because they're going to go and pull all the good stuff off the rack. So I really like that whole concept. That's one of the things that kind of attracted me to you. We were a part of this what would you have?
We were
panel. We were expert fashion panel.
Yes, we were.
And that's how we met. And I loved some of the things that you were saying. And as I read your business card, I thought that this would be something that our viewers would really appreciate and want to learn more about. So how long, did you say how long you've been doing that?
Well, it's been roughly about 3 years because Modern Stitches started as just a blog while I was in grad school. And I actually did my thesis on the magazine. And I pretty much, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're on the streets, y'all, so we got all kinds of noise going on. So turn up your volume when you watch us, And I got a big mouth. I'll talk over a fire engine.
But it started off as a blog. While I was in grad school, I did my thesis on it. I actually did receive thesis with distinction at my graduation last year for Modern Stitches, because I did put a lot of effort. I did a mock copy of Modern Stitches, a physical copy for that, and I really planned out the marketing strategies, everything having to do with the magazine, and I'm just so blessed to even have this vision. And it just has taken me a lot of places. Like, I've met you at the panel, I've been able to go to way different interviews, photo shoots, all sorts of things, that people have really grasped the concept of modern vintage fashion. So I love it.
That is great news. I mean, so what is your vision? Tell us a little bit about kind of sort of where do you want to take this? What is your kind of sort of plan?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was a pretty good question.
It was a good question.
Okay, what do you need to say that?
That was a good question.
Okay, thank you.
This guy's funny. Okay, so for Modern Stitches, within the next year or so, I want to at least do like a launch party for that. That'll be within the next couple of months.
Can I get a VIP pass?
Of course.
I don't go to any events unless it's VIP.
Unless I'm VIP. People kill me.
I know, right?
They kill me.
No. But back in the day, I remember, I'm telling myself, when VIP was really VIP. Now, clubs today, all you have to do now, bottle service is different now. Bottle service, you know, anybody is VIP. They just open, put a little rope there, and then boom, and upcharge you, and you VIP.
Right.
But back in the day, you had to really be VIP to be considered VIP. But anyway.
You'll definitely be VIP at Modern Stitches launch party. This guy is a fool, and y'all think I'm crazy. But so I want to do the launch party within the next following year. I want to be able to put it into print. That'll be in 2015. We do something in publishing that is an option called print on demand. That means that since this is recycled fashion, I want my audience to be able to tap into the fact that I don't want to be wasting a whole bunch of trees and paper and all sorts of things like that. So we're going to print our copies.
Environmentally friendly.
Yes. So we're going to print all these copies as needed. So we're going to make our income that way. And then following that, in the way future, distant future, we're going to come out with a boutique in areas that have HBCU students and be able to provide style services that cater towards modern vintage clothing, makeup, that type of thing for a decent fee.
That's wonderful. I see you into the makeup. Oh, she batted them eyes. The eyes is done. Done.
Shout out to Mac though.
Leave it to Mac.
Shout out to Mac.
Oh, shout out to Mac. All right.
Y'all can give me a discount though.
Okay.
Y'all could.
Well, that is amazing. So, I mean, obviously, you know, with your history and your sense of style and how, and I see that probably you incorporate your own personal looks with your business style.
I do.
I can tell that, and so it's not very much differentiated. So, but how would you, you know, without maybe using the word vintage or eclectic, it may be eclectic. How would you describe your own personal style? I mean, this is your business, this is what you do, but I mean, you probably have those moments where you want to put on a fresh, brand new piece, or you know, long dresses, sporty. I mean, what's your signature look? If you weren't on this interview today and you weren't promoting Modern Stitches, what would you typically be in? What would you call your look?
Well, typically, in my everyday wear.
Are you a girly girl?
It depends. Like, I feel like I have split personalities. I really do feel that way, and maybe I should be sitting in someone's chair talking about this.
Okay.
Because one day I want to be.
Call. Make sure you give her my.
One day, seriously, like one day I would just want to. I don't wear makeup every day, contrary to popular belief.
Okay.
I do not do that.
Okay.
Some days I don't do my hair. Some days, and like my family can vouch for this, like I'll just put on jeans and a shirt and just chill. But for the most part, the way my style is, I look at it as a costume. It's like, who do I want to be today? What statement am I trying to make today?
Okay.
And a lot of people wait till Halloween for a costume, and I have it tattooed. The world is my runway. So I tell my sisters, I tell anyone, if you decide you want to put on a prom dress tomorrow to go to the mall, then do what you want to do. Like, to me, it's just like, you want to be yourself, be an individual, because to me it's so boring filing rack through rack to find the same thing at every single store. It is exhausting to me. And I just think that you should really want to develop your own style, to walk out of the door knowing that this person, that person isn't wearing the exact same thing that you're wearing that day. So for me, I try to incorporate vintage style in any way I can. Now, I'm not saying I wear that every day. I ain't walking around with a $2 shirt on every day.
Right.
Don't get it twisted.
Right.
I do.
And they ain't $2 no more. They about $6, $7.
Yeah,
I
they trying to go up.
A shirt was 50 cents.
They trying to go up. They can't
a man's
fool
shirt
me.
used to be 50 cents, 25 on the sale.
Goodwill is.
Now they sell $8.
Goodwill is half off on Wednesdays. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, all right.
But no, definitely it's always a percentage with me. My whole outfit will never all be vintage. It'll be about 30% vintage and the rest be, regular retail clothing.
Okay, a little eclectic.
Yes,
definitely. Well, that's interesting, and I like your concept with just really being you and just celebrating your own personality, enveloping your own look, whatever that may be, based on your mood. I'm a mood dresser too.
Yes.
This was not what I had planned to put on today.
Yes.
But I didn't really want to wear a black shirt. I wanted to wear color, but it was a gray day, and that really doesn't. The weather doesn't, demonstrate my moods or depict how I'm going to feel that day. I'm not really that. I like rainy and cloudy days. I really do, because the expectation is lower. And I heard this somewhere, and I was like, that is really serious. On a bright, sunshiny day, when you're waking up, it's like, oh, I got to get this. I got to get out of bed. I can't lay here. I got this to do. I have this to do. But when it's cloudy, you don't feel like you have that responsibility to get things done. It's okay to be a bum. It's okay not to look good. You understand?
Yeah,
and I said that's really real. That's really true. But I don't use weather to actually, like I said, dictate my moods. But it does affect what I decide to put on.
Absolutely.
I think so. It's interesting that you said that. But I don't know about Halloween and costumes and all that.
I mean, I'm
not putting on Batman going on. Sometimes I feel like Superman.
Why not?
But I ain't putting on no Superman
I'm not
cape.
saying you have to dress like a witch and it's like 95 degrees outside. No, you look crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
You look crazy.
People
But,
like,
yeah.
oh, I like your suit. I like your Catwoman outfit. Oh,
But
yeah,
one thing's
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, you're gonna get all the attention. You're gonna get all
Maybe
the
not the
attention.
best kind, though. Maybe not the best kind.
That's absolutely right.
Maybe not the best kind. Well, that's really interesting, and I love your personality. I love the way you've taken this on and kind of made this your own. I wish you totally success with this.
I appreciate
and,
that.
And we're going to be definitely looking out for you. And I want you to let everybody know like where they can find you, all your little pertinent information while I sit here
and listen to me
and listen to you. Well, I already have it. I know all. I got all your business.
All of my
I got all your stuff.
No, but definitely. I am at www.modernstitchesmag.com. And I really love my new website. I'm actually in the middle of reconstructing it as we speak.
Okay. Under construction.
Well, technically, we're still posting features and things of that sort, but it is under construction. And also, you can find me on Instagram at Modern Stitches, and we're Modern Stitches on Facebook. And so those types of things you can find us. We're also on Tumblr as Modern Stitches for our blog. That still continues, even though we have our.
Is that a date?
No, it's
oh,
not.
okay, okay. Oh, that's
not.
not one. Okay.
Tumblr. I mean, you probably could find a date on there though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, whatever. But you can, whatever.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got that mixed up with that other one. Okay.
Tinder. Tinder.
Yeah.
You would know, huh?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
But no, but yeah.
And we're done. No, just kidding. We're gonna be editing that little piece out.
No, I wanted to
just
say
kidding.
one last thing on behalf of like Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day, and today is my mom's birthday as well. So I wanted to, really give her the type of credit that she deserves when it comes to my style and fashion. My mother is very old school. She's one of those pantyhose, slip-wearing mothers and camisole moms. And yes, I am the youngest child, and I fall far away from the fold when it comes to fashion. She'd much rather me be wearing a skirt that, well, actually she would approve of this one.
Okay.
So, but I want to give her the credit because she definitely taught me to really be yourself, but also keep some sort of class and some type, keep it intact as well. She taught me to be exactly who I am when it comes to fashion. To also, while you want to express yourself, but remember to keep it very classic, keep it crisp, and keep it clean. So I appreciate you, I love you, and I appreciate everything that you taught me.
Aww, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom, and happy.
She is on 95, traveling. So,
Okay. Well, that was a great one. Well, thank you so much, Ashley, for sitting down and talking to me. I have been waiting for this opportunity, and don't forget my VIP plans. Let me see. Whatever other invitation.
We'll put you next to the DJ.
Yeah, I don't want to be next to whatever runway fashion shows. I need to be front row.
We will have them. So
and I'll send you my list. I'll have my person send you. Yeah.
Well, how many people do you really have though?
Oh my God! Right. Well, this has been another edition of Style Speaks, and until we see you the next time, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and have a great day.